Okay, let's talk about some stuff that you're probably not going to learn in boot camp, but they're very important to know. These are things that really apply to the real world. Because the boot camps really, 9 times out of 10, they just really trying to take your money. They're not really teaching you that much, just some basics. So, one of the terms you will not learn in boot camp is release cut or release candidate. I'm sorry. So, what is a release candidate? A release candidate in the context of iOS mobile applications and the deployment process refers to a version of the application that is potentially ready for release. In the mobile application development lifecycle, this phase comes after all functionality is complete and tested. The app at this stage is a candidate for release to the public, barring the discovery of any new bugs. The release candidate phase is part of a broader strategy often referred to as a build train, which is a way to track the status of your weekly or bi-weekly releases. Once a release cut is made for a release candidate, it is typically distributed for further testing, including formal beta testing programs. The goal of this phase is to ensure that the app works in deployment, so it's important to test the build release in a variety of conditions before submitting the app or app update for review. No significant issues are found during this phase. The app can be released to the App Store. Now, what is a build train? A build train is a mobile app development in mobile app development is a strategy used to track the status of each of your weekly or bi-weekly releases. It's part of a continuous integration and delivery process where new features and updates are regularly integrated, tested, and prepared for release. The build train model ensures that there is a consistent and regular schedule for releases, which can help with planning and managing the development process. Now, what is a release cut? A release cut, on the other hand, refers to the point at which a version of the software is prepared for release from the current state of the source code. This version, often referred to as a release candidate, undergoes a series of validation steps, some automatic and some manual, to ensure that it's ready for deployment to the App Store. The release cut is essentially the transition from the development phase to the testing and deployment phase. Now, I want you to sit back and think about this. And if you're still having questions about this big picture, you're talking about your pipeline, your continuous integration, continuous deployment. And I have a video for that. You need to go and click on it and check it out. On to the next.